was step by step teaching people how to cook.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like
People
actually.
like step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of an interesting discussion. Sometimes it's Christian. I am back with the regular boys. We got Haran, Harsha, and Tarun. And we have a crazy episode coming up. You are listening to this probably in the month of May at the earliest. It is currently the end of the month of April. So we have to recap some things that have gone on recently. We're going to talk about in this episode some California happenings, both to Haran and, to a larger group of people. We've got some stories from Harsha and, one big event coming up that I'm sure everybody knows about that we'll touch on. And, just, some other little details here and there. But, why don't we start with Harsha? Because some would say this is the biggest event we've ever had anything to do with, like, collectively as a group, right? Your wedding, at the time of recording, it's about 2.5 weeks away. By the time of release, it is about another 2 weeks past minimum. So this is our last episode together, like just the four of us, where you are a bachelor. What do you think will be the biggest change so far? What do you think will be the biggest change once, you get done with the wedding, you have a couple of days of like, I think you're chilling in the hotel for a couple of days. And then like, what will change the most, do you think?
I think I'll have more free time. I think because outside of work, and if I have some free time, I just focus on doing some stuff for the wedding, because that just takes a lot of planning. I think other than that, though, I think we'll finally be able to be independent after like 6 years and a little over of dating. Mm-hmm. So finally being able to like do whatever the fuck I want and not have to worry about what will our parents say, even though we've been like independent after graduating college. So I think those two main things. One thing that does kind of suck is that we won't be living together after the wedding. We'll still be like how we were in college, but I think it's a little different. So yeah.
So other than like the big moment, blah blah blah, like whatever shit, what are you most looking forward to at the wedding, other than like the moment of like truth, shall you say?
I think I'm just. I hope that I'm not like super busy and tired. I think I'm looking forward to like the nights that we have in the hotel, because I feel like it'll be fun with having just a bunch of people that are important to me and her in our lives, and just partying with them. I think I'm looking forward to those. And obviously, like the actual marriage part of it will mean something too.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I had to say like other than like the obvious shit, but yeah.
Yeah. And then like being able to see other people's dance performances that they work so hard to practice and even practice before recording. Like, so like I'm looking forward to those two. Also,
like this is not known, I don't think, like widespread. I mean, by this point of release it is, but Harsha's involved in like 5 or 6 dances, like in some way. Like even if he just comes in at the end of some of them, like this dude is putting in the hours. He's gonna be professional by the end of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I get to remember all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on giving a speech in the reception. But I haven't prepared anything. And I think I'm just not going to, because I can't remember dances and a speech. So I might just wing the speech.
We're in the middle of a song. Harsha just takes the mic and starts talking.
Oh shit, my bad.
It'll be fun though. I'm sure, it'll be, like you said, kind of fun with a big party of everybody. But some would also call it a movie. I've heard.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a movie for sure.
So, on a more serious note, who's one person you wish you could uninvite from the wedding?
I don't have that person.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
I mean, they've already
honestly
came to the wedding and
point,
left. So
like each person cost like a solid amount of money to have at the wedding. So like, why I wouldn't invite somebody that I just don't want to be there because like.
Who are you really looking forward to see at the wedding?
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay. Can't be one of us.
Fuck. But can you guys imagine, like, so last time we did something, got a trip together and party, whatever, was in Cabo. This man showed up with the sexiest outfits. Can you imagine what he's going to look like during my wedding?
You've already seen the outfits, bro. I literally wore I'm going to wear the exact same things I wore to Tarun's brother's wedding.
I was injured then, so I didn't remember anything.
That's true.
So.
I was just thinking this is going to be his first dance performances with 2 arms.
That's why he's doing 5.
Yeah. Tarun, you're kind of in the same role as you were in Praneeth's wedding. So, like, what have you been doing to lead up to Harsh's wedding? Like, what's you've been your best man duties?
It's been great, bro. I've had to do absolutely fuck all. I actually texted him today saying, "Hey, do you need anything?" Which I haven't fully responded to his response to, but as of right now, there are no responsibilities for me other than speech, which I have yet to write, but I have some things in mind of what I can say. So I just need to put it together.
Do you think it'll be harder to make this speech than it was for the speech of your brother's wedding? Not to compare them, just to clarify.
I think it will. Like I have I don't know. Like I had stories with my brother, but like none of them were like degen. There's like I think there's a lot more that I can say, like just because obviously we live together and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say degen stuff in the speech?
Not like that. Just slightly.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, expose this guy, bro. If you don't, I'll take the mic from you and I'll expose him.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
after Tarun responds to me, there's like a list of things that I thought about that I could actually just push over to Tarun. So
damn. Juno, are you happy to open this can of worms, bro?
Actually, wait, I'm just not gonna respond. Leave those responsibilities in the ether.
All right, Ron, you and I kind of got the easy deal here. Nobody's asked us to do anything, so we're not doing anything. What are you looking forward to?
I've offered my services, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, but not for the wedding, right?
No, crazy. I mean, you can have it during the wedding if you want to. Take the edge off. Yeah.
No sodomization in the hotel.
What would you say, Christian? I don't know what your question was.
What are you looking forward to most, other than seeing them be together, blah, 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 all happy and shit? What do you?
Yeah, I think like Harsha touched on just the whole squad being back together in person.
For the last time ever, right?
I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, not last time ever. But
probably.
It
will be.
It'll be a long time after that. I think then we have for us to get everyone back together. I feel like. So yeah, just trying to make the most out of that weekend. I feel like I was pretty tired for a lot of Tarun's brother's wedding, so I'm gonna try to suppress those feelings and just be energetic the whole weekend. And
when, make the most of it. I mean, we were all tired, but it's not like it affected our vibes.
Yeah, I know, but I took a nap. I was feeling kind of lethargic some days. I'm hoping that doesn't happen that weekend. I hope I'm just
it'll happen, right?
On top of my game.
We have more time because at Praneeth's wedding, everything was crammed together in 2.5 days. But Harsh's wedding, some things are spread out a little bit.
That is true.
So
yeah,
maybe we won't be one after another.
Super pressed.
Yeah. So
that's true.
I mean, yeah, it might be tired on Sunday. That's about it, I think.
Yeah,
and Monday.
Monday for sure. Monday for sure. But that's all in good nature of having a good time. Is there anything it's already passed, so nobody can say anything. Is there anything that anybody is not looking forward to at the wedding?
I'm not looking forward to not being able to take the cake home.
That's true. The cake at this wedding, as I have already tasted some of it, will be top tier,
immaculate.
Last year, not last year. At my brother Praneeth's wedding, I don't even think I had the cake.
Yeah, we didn't have it.
None of us had cake, right? Yeah. What the fuck? God knows, for my wedding, bro, I'm gonna buy 2 cakes, one for home and one for the wedding.
Dude, can you guys have dessert when you're drinking?
Yes.
What do you mean? It's legally or
No, I guess is it palatable for you guys? Because for me, just because most of the drinks we have are pretty sweet, right? I just can't. I never find myself eating dessert.
It depends.
Have you had tiramisu?
You say there's alcohol in tiramisu?
Yeah, there is. Cool.
Yeah, I know. I was finishing a sentence for him.
That's what any dessert tastes like to me when I eat it. When I drink.
I see.
I think it depends more on the alcohol than it does on the dessert.
It also depends on how much alcohol.
Yeah.
But also, you don't like eating anyway, right?
Whenever I eat like cake or like any kind of dessert, I always like need to like accompany it with some water. But then I don't want to be drinking water if I'm drinking alcohol. That's defeating the purpose. So
why not? Hydrate at party, bro.
I actually really hate all of Haran's eating rules and shit, bro. It is
Wait, Haran doesn't like eating after drinking either, too, like in general, not even just.
Yeah, I do drink water.
Dude, we're Harsha
stupid.
and I did a calculation this weekend about some like post-game party vibe food things. AKA low-key, we want to get Taco Bell catered.
That'd be kind of fire.
Yeah, that was actually gonna be one of the things I just make Tarun do.
Oh,
that was one of the surprise.
Wait, that's easy. I mean, I just put an order for 60.
Yeah, that's one of the. That's
Yeah.
one of the
You want to
things.
give you the easier things, bro.
Wait,
No,
but
there's other
can I have
things too.
Can I have the wedding credit card though?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can Venmo charge me.
Oh my god, we're gonna get 120 chalupas.
No. Oh wait. Yeah.
Would you be mad if I bought another cake for myself on that card?
I really want to pay you. I'll just pay you when you charge me. I'll just pay you the price of 60 chalupas, no matter what you charge.
my point is, Haran, you have to eat that night. I respect all of your other like decisions of not eating whatever. I mean, not really, but I have to say that. But like this night, you have
Why do you have to say that? You don't have to say that.
You know.
Well, Haran hates Taco Bell though. Also,
No, I don't hate.
He's only just been
Taco Bell.
a few times as a connoisseur. You know.
I don't hate Taco Bell. You guys introduced me to Taco Bell. I think it's the
Yeah.
third.
I only hate the Taco Bell that I ordered after we went out in DC that one night. That only because it was way too expensive. But I digress.
I will not be eating, but I will watch you guys eat, and I will enjoy it.
Wait, Harsha, we will be in range of Taco Bamba. Do we get that instead? It's a little cheaper.
It'll be like midnight. I don't think they'll open, right?
Okay, catering. They'll do a catering order.
Yeah, but will they
no, we're
deliver-
doing Taco Bell.
Okay.
It's like a third the price.
What?
It's
Taco
like-
Bell is not a third of the price of Taco Bamba.
No, the other way around.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Taco Bell is like a third the price of Taco Bamba.
No, it's
Tarun's
not.
arguing the other way around.
Turns talking the other way around.
Yeah, Taco Bell is very similarly priced to Taco Bamba now.
How much is the chalupa?
A chalupa is like about $4, and Taco Bamba is like $4.25 or $4.50, right? Something like that.
But they don't really have like chalupas.
They don't.
Taco
Though.
Bell.
Actually, I mean, they have a lot of stuff that I've never.
I would argue
a taco is
like
better
the
than a
price to
chalupa.
food ratio is way higher.
Okay, we can do a
for-
cost price analysis or whatever.
No, you guys are forgetting
Harsha,
that.
I will
we
do
can
that
get
as
the-
part. Okay.
You guys are forgetting we can get the Cinnabon Delight too. So
Let's do Taco Bell.
But I'm not going to order that because you said you'll only Venmo for me for 60 chalupas.
yeah, that's fine.
Harsha, would you rather have a wedding present from me or 60 chalupas?
You should get both if you're
I don't
charging
want-
him for
I
the
don't want
60
chalupas.
Imagine Harsha opens up one of his like wedding gifts and it's just a box, and at the bottom you just see a fucking sopping pool of like
Ew.
soggy chalupas that have been sitting in the box for 2 days.
I'll eat it.
Oh my god! All right, move on, bro. We gotta move on.
Now that we're talking about Tarun and the wedding tax, one other thing is that I was gonna ask Tarun to figure out a way to get one bottle of Lobos to the hotel.
Dog, that's easy, man. I'll drive to Delaware.
Wait, why do you have to do that?
They have hella Lobos in Delaware.
Yeah, but like you could just order it and then bring it.
no, let him do that. Let him do that. Harsha. Why did you interject, bro?
Wait, hold on. If you can order it, you can order it to New York, but you can't order it to Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other stuff. There's other stuff too, by the way, but that's just a little more detailed.
Those are the favorite things that you're trying
Those
to
are the easy. Those are the ones I thought of.
Wait, why
Oh.
just one bottle? One bottle is not many.
But we're also getting alcohol for free, right? I thought it'd
But
just
I
be
feel
like,
like-
so. If I can get
okay.
two,
No,
I'll
just- I
Venmo
was
charge you
thinking
for
like
one.
two.
I mean, I'll pay you for one.
Then my wedding present is another bottle of Lobos.
And cake for yourself.
We can get a couple.
I mean, it's not like it's gonna go anywhere, right? You'll just drink it later.
Oh, we can try the white one this time.
Yes, fuck yes.
I'm also making Henny tea that night for anybody who's interested. Just for us, though. Not sharing.
I like how this podcast is turning into us planning out what we're
Hey,
going to do.
that means in like, I don't know, like fucking like 6 weeks time, they'll hear all, for the next like 2 months, they'll just hear all of like whatever the fuck happened at Harsh's wedding.
We can see how much of this we actually did.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wait, Harsha, can you reveal your wedding drink or no?
I don't think he wants to tell us.
Like, it's not even, I haven't even fully decided.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's a wedding drink?
Yeah, remember like when I was like, they had like his and hers
Like
drinks?
they had a his and hers drinks.
When at the yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I should definitely be ramen coke, bro.
All right, one of them's already off the board. I was talking to her, remember, she was like, one of them, because we have 2 nights of the bar,
Yeah.
she was like, one of the nights you have to do a rum and coke.
It's only right,
like,
bro.
yeah.
That's
I was
the
like, I
go-to.
can't think of anything else.
What do you mean? How do you
Every
forget
fucking
about?
time, anytime I'm with Harsha and I'm like, oh, like you choose this time, and like Harsha's like, I bet if I can come back with rum and coke, bro.
Can you actually please not do that? Can you do Fireball Apple instead?
No.
Dude, this is your wedding drink?
Art will die. Art will die.
Art's gonna die no matter what, right? It doesn't matter what the fuck his and hers drinks are.
That's true. But yeah, all in all, it should be a great time. We won't focus on any other negatives of the wedding. But
I didn't even get to share my negative.
oh, you have them? Oh, I can't wait to hear them. Go ahead.
The only thing I'm worried about is just like, I think I'll feel super awkward just having that much attention on me the whole weekend. With just not just like my friends, but just like
Yeah.
not random people either, but just like all these people are coming up to me and talking to me and like me having
Okay, I won't talk to you, Harsha.
perform. I literally just said not you guys,
Perform?
but
You
all
can
that stuff.
perform
So
on
that's
me.
the only thing I'm worried about. And then I don't like taking. I'm photo conscious, so I don't have to take pictures all the time.
Dude, you have a really good smile, bro.
Yeah, dude, both your cheeks are gonna be sore the next day, bro. From
All
smiling.
four.
Yo,
I
soft
said
smiles,
both.
soft-
I said both, bro.
Cheer and
You're
soft
smiling
smiles.
on both
Soft
ends.
smiles.
No. Do full smiles, bro. You only get to smile once.
No, but like, do it based
Then
on like
it's a
how
lifetime
well you
of
know the
pain.
person, how much you like that person that you're taking the photo with.
Oh,
And then we'll look at the wedding album after, and then we can
And rate
engage.
It's a code, yeah.
It's a code.
that's all.
That's all? Okay. Well, if the groom has nothing else to complain about, then I think we'll all just be having a really great time. Speaking of great times, going out west. Whew, I heard y'all. For reference, we are recording this 3 days after weekend 2 of Coachella,
April 26th.
where Tarun and Haran and numerous other people, many of which have been or will be on the podcast, went. And we didn't really hear much. First of all, Friday was Haran's birthday. Told him to call us. He just didn't do that. So cool.
In my defense, I was pretty busy.
I know. I said to call us when you're done driving, and you didn't. But you know what?
As soon as I finished driving, I literally took a nap.
Hey,
Jordan can attest to this.
that's
You took a nap?
on you.
Okay, so Jordan cannot attest to this.
When did you nap? At the Airbnb?
I still got to the Airbnb. I was like, bro, I'm feeling like shit. And I literally just went up to the bed and I fell asleep for like an hour.
Oh, shit. I thought
And
you
then
watched
right
the
after
game
that,
the whole
Vincent
time.
woke me up and then I had to go pick up food and then came back, got ready.
Oh, yeah. I was out at Walmart and shit, so I didn't know.
Anyway, so that was the beginning of the weekend. Which, how far is it a drive from LA to where the fuck is the place called?
Like
Indio.
about 2.5 hours from
Yeah,
LA
so-
to Indio.
Already been a journey before you even start doing anything else. So that's about as much information as I have. You guys take it from there. What happened?
Wait, out of 10 ratings,
Of the
Before
whole
saying
weekend?
or include that in your story.
Okay, yeah. So to give some context, as Christian was saying, we had about like 22 people in this Coachella group, which I think is actually absolutely insane because I don't think I knew that many people before this. People came from all over, so like there was a lot of us from New York. There was obviously like all of our not all of our Virginia Tech friends, but a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's people from LA, Houston, Chicago, Seattle, So really a nationwide gang
It's on your
of
side.
people. Yeah. Everyone came in like different cars. We were flying from whatever. We got to the Airbnb Friday early morning, and we immediately did some like Walmart runs and like bought hella food for like the weekend. And then we started to get ready and headed out for the first day of Coachella. First day of Coachella, I think first person I saw was DJ named Dombrowski, which I thought he was cool, but I don't know. I think he was playing like house music, which I was like, this is good, but like it's not totally my vibe.
Yeah.
And then after Dombrowski, we saw Pusha T for a little bit. Pusha T actually ended up getting fucked over because there was technical difficulties on the stage, so they just kicked him off.
Hey, you want to share the crazy shit you said about Pusha T?
What?
You remember?
I remember. No, you say it. I don't remember exactly.
So like mid Pusha T set, because like Pusha T started like saying like he was like just piping himself up. He's like I'm the best rapper. I'm all this, and you're like I feel like I respect that because if you're a rapper, you got to believe that, right? In order to like put out your best version of yourself.
Right.
And then I look over to Tarun, and Tarun's like making faces. I was like, hey, what are you trying to say, Tarun? And Tarun's like, man, Pusha T ain't shit. And then Tarun said, man, Metro Boomin's a better rapper than Pusha T. And I was like, what the fuck?
Hey yo.
And then is he on Mercy?
Yeah.
Mercy and like Click came on, and I saw Tarun like rapping along, and I was like, hey, now what you saying? And she was like, shit, man, I fucked up.
No, I didn't fuck up. I still don't think he deserves to say he's the best rapper of all time.
I think that's the mentality you gotta have, bro. Like I would say like we have the best podcast in the world.
But you don't.
I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now.
Anyway, after Pusha T, I think we saw SG Lewis, who was this how would you describe SG Lewis music, Haran? I had never really listened to it before.
It's also like kind of like funk house a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but really, really cool vibes, like a really good singer, I would say. Never really listened to music like that. His visuals were cool, whatever. It was a good like introduction into like Coachella in and of itself, I would say. After that, we saw Kate Trinata, which I never really listened to before either. Well, I guess I'll say this. Coachella for me was like I more so went for like the vibes and to do it more so than I did for like the music. Like I think you guys know that I'm like I like music, but I'm not like super deep into the culture and like know all these artists and like listen to music all the time. That being said, being at Coachella was like such a great fucking experience for me because I was able to try all this music, and not only that, like all of these artists, like because of their set list, right? They had like an hour each one. It was like an hour of all the music that they thought that was like their best, or like they were like these are the songs that I want to play, right? Whereas like if I'm looking through Spotify, I'm just like going through like their whole discography. I don't know which songs are the best or which one I'm gonna fuck with or which one I think or which one the artists think that they like the most. You know, whatever.
It's like an hour ad of their best music.
Right. So like Coachella was like a great fucking way to just get introduced to all these different artists that I never would have even thought to listen to before.
Right.
Which was super, super, super cool. And also generally, like, I don't think, other than like at Tech, I don't think I've really been to any like live music, like live concerts. Tech is considered a concert, but like it's definitely not like to the same level of as like what.
Hey, Travis Scott, though, I guess.
Huh?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, but that's like in college still.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like I don't really listen to live music, so I don't know. This really turned me on to it. Like I think I definitely want to like make myself go to more of this stuff. And in fact, like in June, I'm going to Weston Estate with friend of the podcast, Talon. So that should be really, really fun. Anyway.
Dude, in New York, in the summer, there's like a lot of nice like outdoor venues like that are, I think, relatively cheap that you can go to. You should check them out.
Yeah, I think Govball is going to be here too. So like maybe I'll go for like a day or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I heard tickets are cheap to Govball.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Man, if you want to listen to more EDM music, Brooklyn Mirage has like shows every weekend that I'm pretty sure you can like get tickets like right before.
Yeah, I just need to look into it. But anyway, we saw Kate Trinata, super fucking cool. He brought out her, Tinashe, what is it? Tinashe? Yeah.
Tinashe, yeah.
And also Anderson .Paak, which is fucking crazy. Second time seeing that fucker. Let's go. Hella cool vibe. Hella cool vibe. I think after that we saw who's after Kate Trinata?
Metro
was the craziest shit, bro. I was so fucking gassed up when Weeknd came on. He was singing like Weekend and Future performed Low Life together,
Mm-hmm.
and that was probably one of the coolest experiences I ever had in my life, bro. Like I was like, I think like I was so happy. I was like, I could have cried. I honestly could have, because I was like, this not only is this so cool, it was just like, it was literally just like perfect. Like I wouldn't change anything about it.
Mm.
And then after Metro Boomin, in between Kate Tronada and Metro Boomin, I saw these two DJs called Two Friends. I don't know if you guys have heard of them.
Mm-mm.
So fucking dope. I need to rewatch like the full set, but like they just played hella like OG bangers and like did like EDM transitions and all that stuff with that. I'm pretty sure they like transitioned from like Closing Time into like Gangnam Style and shit, and it was like fucking lit. And I was like, holy shit! I wish I went to this, but it was super super cool. But yeah, then
imagine Tots did that.
Huh?
Imagine Tots did that like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
like right when they're about to close,
Yeah.
and we're just comes back in.
But yeah, like hella interesting transitions, and it was cool because they actually mentioned it at like near the end of their set that they had been coming to Coachella since they were 13, like in middle school, and they'd been coming to Coachella since middle school, and they went 13 times, and now they performed there, which is like the craziest fucking concept to me, bro. Like that must be so lit for them.
Yeah.
And I think actually a lot of people were super like, all the people that were like artists that were performing were like super grateful of like the experience and like the opportunity to do it.
Bro, SG Lewis was fucking smiling every goddamn time we got him, bro. He had a crazy smile, so it's like infectious.
Yeah, I think performing at like this festival, I think it is the biggest festival in the world, right? One of, at least in the US, it's definitely the biggest.
For like, yeah,
I don't know. I think it was cool that a lot of them were like down to earth and like, especially seeing them in person. Like, I don't know. Usually, it's hard to feel like these people are like real people, but when you see them in person, you realize like, you know, they're smiling, they're happy, and they're having a good time, just like we are. Like it brings them more down to earth, right? Which is cool for me to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, after Metro Boomin, we saw Bad Bunny, and at which point, like after like whatever 10 hours in the blazing heat and like all this shit, like I was so fucking dead. And like to be honest, like I like Bad Bunny's music, but like I don't know, I don't fucking listen to the dude on a regular basis. I don't know any of his songs. So at one point, like some of the boys in us were like all tired, so we all just sat down like in the middle of his set during a slow song. And deadass, I closed my eyes for like a second, and I woke up like a few minutes later. I was so tired, but it was really cool. It was really cool. Still, he brought out a lot of like other Latin artists, and would like put them on a bit, and I thought that was cool. I just also wish that he played some of his other bangers. Like he didn't play Party, even though I was waiting for Party the whole fucking time. Yeah, that was the first day. Ron, did I leave anything out?
No, I mean the only thing that I did differently was I went to Gorillaz in between. Because I've been a fan of theirs for a long time and I wanted to see them live. So I was actually like by myself for like a solid 3-4 hours that day, which was kind of interesting, you know, just roaming around. At Gorillaz, I was next to this guy that was definitely fucked up out of his mind. But he did give me a free beer. So, you know, that was kind of dope. So we were vibing along. It was unopened. Okay. It was unopened. Yeah. He actually made sure to tell me that, which made it even more sus.
Yeah, that's nice in a way, but also
yeah. But yeah, and then after that, like Metro's set started like 5 minutes after like Gorillaz ended. It stayed all the way to the end. So then like, I like ran over there, but thankfully Metro like they delayed theirs by like 5 minutes. So I had like some time to like recompose myself. But yeah, they were like touring, and like pretty much all of the guys that went that came with us were pretty far into the crowd. So I never actually tried to like go meet up with them. So I was pretty like I was like on the outside, but I wasn't even like Metro had like almost one of the biggest crowds, I swear, because like people were like spread out everywhere, like listening in. Like someone sent this picture from like the Ferris wheel, and you could see like how fucking massive the crowd was for Metro. It was ridiculous.
Before you move off the Metro one, I actually rewatched that the next day, and the sea of people there is like that's not even because I think Bad Bunny performed at the main stage. I mean, I don't really know how it's set up, but like Metro was at one of the other bigger stages, but like not like, you know, the huge
the
one.
Biggest, yeah.
But still, that one, the amount of people that were like
in the vicinity,
that's just ridiculous. And all the people in the front row were not the type of people I would like imagine who would have been front row. I don't really know how else to describe it. They were just all like kind of vibing, but like not really, really into it. They were just more there to be front row, I felt like. But that obviously you would have to spend hours just like waiting there to even get to that point. So I don't know. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, Metro set was pretty sick. I stayed till the end of that as well, and then went to Bad Bunny. But a lot of them had left earlier, so they didn't see. Offset came like right at the end to do Ric Flair drip, which was kind of hype to watch. So only like 3 of like the 24 of us actually saw that one live. Everyone had already like gone to Bad Bunny. But yeah, then I got to Bad Bunny, and then I finally met up with like some friends, and then like True and Vincent came and got me, and then we all went joined the bigger group and we were together. Just like touring, like I was pretty tired for Bad Bunny, which kind of sucked, but it's still a good time. And then he ended with like 3 bangers, so like I think we all like, got up and started like dancing around, which was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I drove that day, so I had to drive back from the parking lot, which kind of sucked, but that was day 1. Then we came back. I showered and then I came down, and then we were just talking, and then they surprised me with the birthday cake. So that was nice.
Very nice.
I mean, it was the day after, I guess, but it was so nice. Yeah.
We were trying really hard to do it before, but it was just like a mess with everyone trying to get ready, and then everyone trying to go to Walmart and this, that, and the other, and get everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got home post game. We made Ajay and some other people made quesadillas for us, and we just chilled around the dining table and talked. And like that was the first time that I felt like all of us like kind of bantered together as a group.
What would you give day 1 out of 10?
Day 1 out of 10? Honestly, day 1 in terms of like my health or like my physicality was like the worst. Like
yeah.
I knew I actually like I think I expected it to be worse than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like just that the whole day of just standing in the heat and like on my feet and we're standing so long that like my back started hurting. Like all of us like couldn't stand straight because our backs are just fucked.
Yeah.
That being said, like the other 2 days, like I don't know if I was just used to it or what, or my body was like good with it, but like it didn't hurt nearly as bad and I wasn't nearly as tired, even though we were running off less sleep, which was interesting. So yeah, that was probably the only negative part. Is just like the heat and dust and whatever. Also, we paid fucking $16 for a lemonade, and this lemonade did bang. But like when we came home, we told people that like we paid $16 for it. One of the other girls in the group, Ruchi, was like, "Oh yeah, it's only like $8 if you go to this other place." I was like, "Fuck." Fuck me.
I warned you, bro. You're gonna get fucking ripped off left and right there.
Although, like otherwise, like the food wasn't like terribly like expensive. Like I got that same day, the first day, I got a slice of like a big Benny slice of pizza for $11, and it was the first time in my life that I saw a flavoring of pizza, which was spicy jalapeno and pineapple. Like they had like red pepper, jalapeno, and pineapple. Like and
it's like a Turin pizza.
Yeah, bro. They never fucking do that. They always do like pineapple, ham, and some other shit, or like jalapeno and like mushroom or whatever with like a veggie pizza. But like both of those together, they never do that shit. Anyway, that was good.
So 9 out of 10? Yeah.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 for the first day.
I'd give it I'd give it 8.5, pushing 9. I think maybe I'm more disappointed in myself that I wasn't more like energetic for Bad Bunny. I feel like I was really hyped for it, but then I was just like super dead by the time I got there. But I mean, it's like SG Lewis is sick. I only listened to one of his songs before, so like getting to like know more about his discography was kind of hype. Kitchen Auto was hyped for, so he was good. And Gorillas I was looking forward to, and they didn't disappoint me. So yeah, actually maybe a 9. I'll give it a 9. I like the music. Yeah.
Now, what would you guys rate this first part of the podcast out of 10? Find out after the break. All right, guys. Well, I guess I must have got cut out, but everybody gave the first half a 10 out of 10. So the second half is definitely going to live up to it. Where were we? Right. So day 2 of Coachella, or as day 1 was called, Trochella, which after Metro, Trochella. Anyway, day 2, whose cello shall it be?
Chella.
So on day 2, we got there a bit later because everyone was still recovering from the day before. I think we got in there like 4 and we got water and all that shit, and then we started seeing people. First people that we saw at the same stage that Metro Boom was on was Kenny Beats, which was super fucking lit. I think Karan was in a different car that day, but the people I was with, like we got really, really close to the stage. Like we were probably like 2-3 rows from like the front barricade, which is super hype. It was cool because Kenny Beats just essentially made like whatever like house or EDM mixes for like just all the biggest rap songs. He played "Fucked Up" by X. I don't know if is that the name of the song? I forget.
George W. Bush on her.
Take a step back.
Take a step back.
Take a step back.
Anyway, people were raging. Yeah. Then he also played like Paper Planes by MIA, and then he played like, bro, he very eclectic mix, I would say. Very fucking cool. I also really respected that, like, so usually people would just like put like visuals on the stage or whatever. This dude, Kenny Beats, brought like hella people just from the front rows and just had them on stage, like just jumping and vibing and dancing and whatever. And I was like, holy shit, that's actually so lit. Really, really cool set. Really, really enjoyed it. More than I thought I was gonna enjoy it.
Speaking of, before you jump through, did you see the visuals on the stage during Pusha T?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For those that aren't aware, Pusha T was step by step teaching people how to cook crack.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like
People
actually.
like step 1, do this, step 2, do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my roommate Ajay was like taking notes.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah. After that, I think we went to Muramasa, which was cool, but like the only Muramasa song I know is the one with A$AP Rocky. Lovesick, yeah. The other songs, like, they're good, but they're not totally my vibe. But I still thought it was cool. And then after that, we went to Rosalia for a bit. That was also very cool. And then during that same time, there's a Indian Punjabi artist named Diljit Dosanjh, who we went to, like me, Haran, and this other girl, Ruchi. That was really fucking lit. Like, there wasn't that many people in comparison, obviously, but it was hella fucking fun. And I think that crowd was like probably the nicest crowds of the whole weekend, just because like everyone was like pulling each other in to dance and like just having a good time, and like everyone's like kind of on the same vibe because they're all Indian and all that shit. There was one British guy that stood next to me and he asked me, he's like, "Yo, mate, do you speak Hindi?" And I was like, "Oh no, man, I don't. But this is also Punjabi, by the way." He's like, "Oh, sorry, mate," which is pretty funny. Then after Diljit Dosanjh, we saw. Did we go to Blackpink right after? Haran?
Pretty sure, yeah. Or we got food and went to Blackpink, something like that.
Yeah.
That order,
So we went to Blackpink. Dude, Blackpink.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Lit, dude.
It looked crazy.
Fuck yeah, dude. Holy shit. What a fucking set. Like, we didn't even stay there the whole time. But like the 20, 30 minutes that we did was like some of the craziest performing that I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, they were
So
going crazy with the
amazing,
choreo while still singing like out of their
Oh
minds.
my god, dude.
I was actually
I don't even like K-pop, but like, dude, that shit look hype.
Yeah,
Bro,
they were lit.
So fucking sick. They also had this like drone show right before their set. They just like literally had like a 1,000, 2,000 drones just like making shapes in the sky, like a butterfly like fluttering and shit. It was pretty sick. After Blackpink, we went to this guy named Eric Prydz. I kept on saying Eric Prick because I don't know. Basically, yeah, I didn't think it sucked, but it was definitely not as cool as everyone was like hyping it up to be. First of all, like his whole thing is like he plays like holographic visuals. Like he gets like mesh screens and plays like almost like we saw at Astroworld, right? Where it's like there's like mesh screens and they project onto it and it like appears holographic or like 3D or whatever. And this dude playing, it was cool, but then like it just got like stupid. And I also don't think like the music was that great either. I don't know, Haran, what do you think? Like,
it was okay. I mean, it was like kind of like trance, EDM, like just like heavy on the bass, but like nothing. I don't know. It was kind of repetitive, I would say, after a while.
Yeah, repetitive.
That's what I felt.
It was definitely meant for people that were definitely tripping their balls off, but you know,
that wasn't us.
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny because like we could not Rosalia. Blackpink was still going on while like this Eric Prick guy was going, right? And when we look back, there was like pink fireworks in the sky for Blackpink, and it looked so lit. And I was like, "Fuck! I wish we stayed, bro. Blackpink would have been so much more lit." Anyway, after Eric, that guy, we left him a bit early so we could get a good spot at Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris showed up late, but the set was impeccable, bro. What a good fucking set. Played all his good bangers. He didn't play. I don't think he played any of his shit from Funk Wave Volume 2 or whatever. Thank fucking God. I'm so glad
he only played one. I don't think he only played one song off Funk Wave Volume 1.
Slide?
Yep.
Did you have the extra takeoff version Slide this time too?
He did.
Why do I feel like
He had a weekend one.
I don't know if I don't remember, honestly.
I want to say he did, but I also don't remember that well.
I remember like specifically someone like playing Takeoff or showing Takeoff on their screen, and like it was like a kind of like a tribute like slide that showed up on the screen. I don't remember if that was
Calvin Harris did that weekend one. I don't know if he
okay, yeah, then he did
Honey
he did that
Bunch.
weekend too as well. I remember, yeah. I guess I'll step in and say so. I was most excited for Calvin Harris coming into this weekend. And he didn't disappoint me because like, he still played like really good music. But as an OG Calvin Harris fan, especially like his older stuff where he's like a lot more like hardcore EDM, he passed that up to play a lot more of like his pop hits, which isn't a bad thing because he knows his crowd, he knows what will hit, and he has so many pop hits that like it worked. But yeah, that's the only thing I was a little disappointed about because I remember like him like even like posting, he posted like a YouTube reel or the real shorts, like saying like, yo guys, like let me know like what OG song y'all want me to play. Yeah. And like a bunch of people were like I saw a lot of replies like saying all these like old songs that like he kind of like stopped playing at like concerts, and I thought he was gonna like surprise with one of those, but he never did. So that was kind of disappointing. But I still had a good time. It was a good performance, I would say. Yeah. Oh, the one thing also disappointed that Ellie Goulding came out for the first weekend to end with the Miracle, but she didn't perform this time around, which kind of sucked because I remember seeing the performance on TikTok and she's sung the shit out of that song. So it's kind of sad that we didn't get to see that. But
also, like, I don't know if I just mentioned it, but he came like 30 minutes late, and
yeah, that too.
I wish we had that 30 minutes extra of music because it felt very short.
Yeah.
Was he the headliner? Or is there another performer after?
I think Blackpink was headlining.
But he was the last performer?
Yes.
He was the last performer.
So he was pushed up against the curfew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. Oh, yeah. For those that don't know, there's like a curfew at Coachella. I think Friday and Saturday it's like 2 a.m. and then Sunday it's midnight or something like that.
1 a.m.
Yeah, Saturday is 1 a.m.
Friday and Saturday. On Sunday it's midnight.
Yeah, so if you're late and you're the last performer, like you pretty much just lose time.
Yeah, but you can go over, but you pay fines. You like the artists themselves have to pay a fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's bullshit. He paid a fine for the first weekend, even though they had a full set, and he was like 30 minutes late for us, but then didn't go over.
Yeah, that's tough.
What would you rate day 2? But don't say
10.
2. 10. Wow.
Yeah. Because that point, like my body was the only reason I didn't say 10 for the first day is because of my physicality, like my health. But like by the day 2, like I was good with it. Like it was not easy. It still hurt, but I was like feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say day 2 is another 9, I think.
So it was the best yet to come for Haran. Stay tuned for day 3. So day 3 is it shorter? Like the set list, or is it just
we made it shorter because we're covering hella. Like we all headed out to the venue like later and later each day just because we needed more time to like just sleep and recover for the next time. But
I guess I will also say that on day 2, like the sun usually set at like 7:45 or so, but it got cloudy at like 6ish, and so for like the last hour and a half, like it wasn't nearly like as hot because it was cloudy and no sun, which was absolutely fucking perfect because it was still bright outside, but like it wasn't like scorching, you know? Yeah. That was so fucking nice. And then the day after on Sunday, it was just like hella fucking windy, like so much breeze that it didn't feel nearly as hot either. So that was nice.
So what time did you get there on Sunday? If you got there at 4 on Saturday, I'm guessing you got there like what, 6?
No, I think we got there like 5ish.
Like 5?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
There's traffic. There's a lot of traffic getting on Sunday compared to other days. I don't know if it's just because we left later and maybe we never experienced other traffic, but
maybe.
Yeah, it was more of a hassle to get in on Sunday. I did drive again on Sunday, which kind of sucked, but
this guy's just flexing on everybody.
I didn't drive in on Sunday. I drove on the way out. I didn't drive in. I drove my car, but she ended up taking a lot longer than we did. Something went wrong. Like they wanted to go early, and like they left the house at like 3, but they took like an hour or something, hour and a half to get to like parked and everything, which is kind of crazy because we're only like 2 or 3 miles away from the venue.
But yeah, Sunday we saw Kali Uchis, which was super hype. She's amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
Like absolutely amazing. Great performer too. Like she was doing a good job dancing and all that stuff. And then afterwards we saw Dominic Fike, which is also lit. Like I knew Dominic Fike was gonna be decent, but like I didn't think he was gonna be great. I thought he had a great set. Like he's a good fucking singer, good fucking performer.
Were you not impressed with what I said about him?
No, you didn't really sell it.
Yeah. Kind of L for me, but
L for me about Dominic, or
yeah, the way you set it up.
yeah, I felt like I thought I did justice to him. What did I say wrong?
No, you were like, oh, I had to be there. Like my sister asked me to come, and like
yeah, but
like,
then I said I had a
good.
good time.
You're like everyone else has a fan, and like I didn't really like the song, so he didn't even play 3 nights. So like whatever.
I didn't say
like,
I didn't like his song.
He, was,
That's
like,
not what I
he
said.
didn't play 3 nights, and it wasted my night, and I came home. That's what you said.
I remember that like word for word actually. Yeah.
Oh my god.
After Dominic, we got Food and Shit.
I haven't heard of them.
My only problem with getting Food then was like we missed Willow and A Boogie, which I was very sad about because I want to whip my hair back and forth and shit, and then also A Boogie. That sounds lit. Anyway, after we finished eating, we went to DPR Live and DPR Ian, which if you guys haven't heard of them, they're like Korean like rapper singers kind of, but like they're like from Australia, I think. I don't know. Interesting mix. Really great music. I had only really listened to like one of their songs before. Like after going there, like really fucking crazy. Also, this dude DPR Ian, this Asian guy, like if you listen to the podcast right now, pause it for a sec and go look him up on Google. He's definitely one of the sexiest people alive. Like 100%. Like it's actually unreal. Like it is not. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, some of you guys might be thinking, like, oh, Troon, like, likes guys and shit. Like, he's so gay, whatever. No. Objectively, bro, this dude is crazy attractive, dude. It is unreal, bro. Like, the girls were going crazy for this dude, bro. And me, and the guys. Whatever. Never mind that. He's a great fucking singer. They make great music. And in fact, like a lot, like on the car ride home from the Airbnb to like LAX, we listened to mainly just like him, which was super cool. And then after DPR, we saw Blink 182 for a little bit. I know, Haran, you were there for like the whole time pretty much, right?
No.
Oh, no? Where were you?
I went to Fish and Chris Lake because
Oh, okay.
yeah, sticking with my EDM theme this weekend. I want to get as much EDM as I can into my fucking body. But I went with a couple other guys from the group. Not a lone adventure like last, I guess, on Friday. But it was good. I mean, I mainly just wanted to listen to "Losing It," which is like their biggest song. It's like when the beat drops like on big speakers, it was fucking nuts. And I thought, so we got there late. So then like we were there for like 40 minutes. They didn't play it, and then like some of the guys had to like go to the bathroom. So I was like, fuck it, let's just leave. I was kind of disappointed. And then right when we started walking to the bathroom, he started playing it, and I was like, fuck. And then I literally just ran back into the crowd. And so the other guys too. And then they went to the bathroom after, but I'm glad we didn't miss it. So then after that set ended, we went over to Blink 182, and then we met up with Troon and all the other people. Blink 182, I said before the weekend, I was kind of disappointed when they were like supposed to be the replacement for Frank. But thankfully then TBA has stepped up to help, I guess, Blink 182. But anyway, Blink 182 was they actually weren't that bad. Like when we got there, they ended up playing all the songs that I knew, which were like 3 or 4 of them. Also in between their songs, they were like saying like hella sus shit, like talking about each other's like penises and just like house, like they like one guy was like telling another guy like, is like, oh yeah, I know his penis is so small, and like I don't know, it
Sounds
just
like Mob.
Yeah, but it is. But then you also remember like they're like 50 years old, so it's just kind of it's a weirder thing to think about.
Sounds like Mob.
Yeah, one of them, the main guy was like, yo, isn't the other guy's name Marty or Martin?
I don't know.
Like I don't know. Anyway, he was like talking to the other guy, and he's like, dude, you know, I think I have like a natural talent. Like, I mean, like I could be like a police sketch artist because, you know, like if anyone ever lost her dick, I think I could draw it almost to a T.
Yeah.
And then the other guy whose dick he was talking about was like, yeah, I mean, you know, like that makes a lot of sense. Like, because not only is my dog, he said, because my dick's small, but it's also skinny. We're like,
so was that the performance? Them just making dick jokes?
Yeah, it was like a stand-up comedy, and then like followed by like a song.
Okay, but they popped the fuck off, dude. I mean, Travis Barker was insane drummer too. Like,
yeah, he's
like,
crazy.
He was going for like an hour and a half straight with his like super aggressive drumming. And I was like, what the fuck kind of like, like cardio do you be doing?
Yeah. Oh, I will say the drummer at the Caliucci set was fucking nuts, bro. I was like, I mean, Cali was great too, but that drummer was going crazy. But yeah, I guess the good thing about seeing Blink 182 is that like not that many bands performed this weekend, so like to see like a live band with guitars and drummer and like hearing that live is always something I like to see. So that was enjoyable. It's just the vocals of Blink 182. I just can't do like the main guy's voice too much. Like it's kind of whiny. I don't know if you guys agree. I don't know if you guys know Blink 182 like that. It just kind of sounds the same, and I don't like his voice, but. Yeah, and then after Blink 182, we pretty much just like got our spot for Fred again and Skrillex and Fortet, which was like the TBA that they were teasing for a while. And we were like we got like good seats or a good spot for the stage that we thought like the normal stage that everyone performed on. And then we slowly realized that they were performing behind us because they had like a mini stage, or that was supposed to be the ice rink that Frank was going to perform on that Sunday before we pulled out. So yeah, it was kind of sad that we weren't that far from that stage either. Yeah. It's just that like we could have been in front of them instead of behind them. Right. But yeah, Fred again, the whole set was fucking great. I think that might have been my favorite set of the weekend, or like at least top 3.
Same.
I was looking forward to Fred again for like this weekend after I heard he was replacing Frank. And hot take, I'm kind of glad he performed instead of Frank. I don't know. I like Frank, but like he's not, at least for like me, he's not like a Coachella artist that I wanted to see. Maybe like in a different venue. I don't know. Maybe that is a bad take.
He's not lit, right? He's like,
right. He has some lit songs, but like most of the songs are pretty like mellow, I would say, and he's a good singer, so like he has that going for him. But anyway, that was I guess my hot take for the weekend. But yeah, the set was crazy. The light shows were ridiculous, like during the songs.
Just imagine like 1,000 lasers going off at all times.
Yeah. Crowd around is also like super like vibing and like having a good time too, which is nice. Yeah.
Just like Fortet is like, he kept on saying he's like the grandmaster, the grandfather of like EDM, dubstep, whatever. And then like I feel like the next, legend beside him was like Skrillex, or like not beside, but after him. And then now it's like Fred again. So
just like a generation.
3 goats of like 3 different eras. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they were all like vibing together hella, and like they were just all wearing like t-shirts and like basketball shorts. Like it seemed like they're just like normal dudes.
Yeah.
And like they had like one long ass DJ table, and you could see them like turning knobs for each other, like on each like on their sides of the tables. And like Fortet would say to like Skrillex, like he would count him down and like be like, hey, but like, hit it in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever. And so you could tell that they were just like in sync and vibing and whatever.
Yeah.
And they're playing like dead ass for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, like just straight, like no breaks, nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they've both performed together before. Like they've done pop-up shows like in New York and stuff. So like the chemistry is definitely there. And it's the cool thing, but from our vantage point was that like we could also see like so on the stage, on the screens, they were showing like the camera of like them, like the angle of, like we could see them like mixing the songs, which was kind of nice. So like I would keep on looking back and forth because I wanted to see them in person, but also just see their faces on the other side. But yeah.
I just thought it was cool because like there's one point where like Fortet was like teasing us, like where he built up to like the drop like 4 times, and then he would cut it out, and then he'd be like, let's go again, whatever. And then the last time, like Fred again, like knew what was going to the drop that was going to happen, right? And so he kind of like had his like hands over his mouth, like, oh my god, like is this about to happen? And like his hands on his head, like, oh shit, I'm waiting for this, like it's gonna be crazy. And then the drop hit, and it was like the craziest dubstep drop ever. There was like the lasers were like up to like 1,000%, and like Fred again and Skrillex and all of them were just going crazy. They were just hyped up as fuck. It was like, holy shit, that's so cool.
The vibes were fucking elite.
So cool. Yeah.
Fred again was cheating so hard the whole set, bro. It's like people couldn't imagine what was going on.
That dude was. Yeah. You could definitely tell.
And did you guys go home after that?
Yeah. That was the last performance of the weekend. And then we went back to the Airbnb.
We're all drinking some like tea, like hot tea for our throats.
Trying to recover.
Just bantering in the backyard by the pool and shit. It was like good vibes, good post game vibes.
So day 3 ratings.
10.
Yeah, day 3 might be a 10.
Wow. Okay, Haran built up from an 8.5/9 to a 9 to a 10. Very interesting.
Assuming the lineup is good next year, I would be down to go again. It would just be like finding a group, but I would be so down. Like, it was such a good time.
I have one quick question before you guys give your rating of the whole weekend. Haran, were you the only one who like ventured out and like went to different like artists or whatever? Or was like, because like going into like an event like that where there's just like, you know, so many people playing at the same time. Like, I feel like personally I would want to go see who the artists I want to see, and I would kind of like what you did, where like you kind of like people can come with me, but like I don't care one way or the other. Yeah. So like, were you the only one who did that, or like a lot of people just kind of like, oh, I want to go see who I want to see, or like, well, we should stick together?
I think there was a worry that like if you wanted to go see someone, that you should at least have one buddy with you. Like for Blackpink, we all went to go see them, but like True mentioned, one of the girls on the trip, her name was Richie, and she's like a huge Blackpink stan, and she like made that clear from the first day. So like, luckily, she managed to convince one of the guys to like come help her. Well, also first help her like get to the front, like by like just kind of bulldozing people. And then like he stayed with her the whole set, so like she had a buddy, just so like if you get lost, at least you have someone with you. But there were people there who were like saying like, hey, like I really want to go see this person, like someone come with me, or like if anyone's interested, like would you be down? And then like we like group of 2, group of 3. Like I know like Emily and Vincent kind of did their own thing some for some of the performers that they wanted to see. So yeah, I think there was a mix of people like big groups and like smaller groups.
Okay.
I think looking back, I probably shouldn't have split up from the group, because there would have been a high chance where I wouldn't have seen anyone till the end. And like if everyone leaves at the same time, it's pretty hard to meet up with a group, especially with the shoddy like reception that you get at the place. Yeah. So I think that's like the biggest worry when you split up and do your own thing. But I just like I had to make a session with Gorillaz, because I was like that was the one band I really wanted to see for the weekend. So I was like, if no one wants to come, I'm pretty sure people did go. It's just that I wanted to be near the front, so I just went by myself.
All right, so now that we've gone through the whole weekend, I mean, I feel like I know the score is going to be pretty high anyway, but out of 10, the whole experience, right? You know, value for cost, you know, the whole, I mean, Haran, you moved, but like True, you got to fly across the country, you know, you got to pay for the Airbnb, you got to sit in the traffic to get there and come home. What's the entire experience rating?
10.
10?
Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, it's honestly like it's one of those things where it's like, at least I think about this pretty often nowadays, where it's just like, I don't know, we've been here for a while, like we've been doing things for a while. It's like not often that you get like so many such a new experience for like 3 or 4 days straight. You know what I mean? That just meant a lot to me, and also like I feel like I was actually like put onto a lot of music. Like I think we talk about it a lot on this podcast, where like there'll be some music that comes out and I don't really fuck with it, and like we'll listen to the album once through, and like we'll give a quick rating, but I don't really like give a shit about it, and I don't really like listen to music that much on a daily basis anyway. But like seeing live music and like seeing all these cool artists I would never really listen to, and then also like being on a trip with like essentially like 75% people that I didn't really know. It was fun as shit, man. It was so fucking fun. And that's why I was saying I'd be down to do it again next year, like despite the pain that I'm in right now. Like obviously people that are listening to this can hear my voice all fucked. And I'm definitely like sick as shit right now, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, more along the lines where like, so I haven't done anything on my birthday weekend or even to celebrate my birthday since I turned 21, which was 4 years ago. Mostly due to COVID, and then last year just because, I mean, I was in California, and also I had COVID like the week or two before, so I wasn't feeling that hot anyway. So like, I mean, I know this weekend wasn't about me, but like, it was just nice to like feel like it turned 25 and also like have this whole weekend to like kind of like just celebrate and like vibe out. Especially with like True and all the friends that came over, and then also like people that I literally just met, but they're all like super friendly and super nice. Like everyone was super easy to talk to, and I had a great weekend, man. Like True said, like the first day was tiring, but I feel like after that like it got better. And it kind of just like affirmed that I do want to go see more festivals in the next like 5 years. Like I've already like kind of listed that I want to go to Lollapalooza hopefully next summer. I want to go Ultra Miami, which is like it's like March at some point, and then the hardest one would be like Glastonbury in the UK. But I think that's like one that I really want to go to because I've been dreaming about that. But like Shimon said, like live music, it's just like I listen to music a lot on the daily anyway, but I also like tend to listen to live music on like, or at least like recorded like concerts on YouTube, just because those are just like a lot better to listen to, and you get to like really like judge an artist off that. And yeah, I just want to experience more of those concerts. That was my main takeaway. So yeah, I have to give it a 10 as well. Yeah.
Wow.
I will say Monday drive back was a -5, bro. I was so tired. It took me to, I guess I drove my car up and then I had to drive it back and drop friends off at the LAX. I literally we left the Airbnb at 10:30. I got to LAX at 2:30. I got home at like 3:45. So I was pretty much on the road for like 5 hours. And I wanted to kill myself. But yeah. That was the biggest negative, but I guess that was after the weekend, so it doesn't count to my rating.
Okay. See, you hear that, Harsha, man? Like, you know, we're not cool enough for them anymore, so we gotta figure out something else to do.
Hey, what?
The 10 out of 10, you can't beat it. So you know, might as well just fuck off.
We would only bring down the score.
That's until I go to Lollapalooza next year with Harsha.
That was funny because Turin was like, that Metro like weekend low life future thing, like I wouldn't change a single thing about it. And then I messaged Christian on the side. I was like, that means he didn't want us there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wasn't even with Turin at that happened either.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta do things for yourself. So no shame in that.
No, more power to you for that.
Yeah, I was rapping Digital Dash with the guy next to me. Like we both like started rapping. We rapped the first bar, and like no one around us was rapping. I was like, "Fuck it!" I just looked at him. We were just going bar for bar. Dude, I love that song.
Yeah, so Digital Dash, Mask Off.
Yeah, dude, I watched that shit back.
Blase.
I can't believe that Kelly Uchis is so good, but then Don Toliver is so bad. Like live.
Dude, Don Toliver is horrific, bro. I thought it was like the speakers or something.
No,
or the mic. I
on the live stream replay, I could tell that dude was so ass live.
Yeah.
And the reason that I compared those two artists is if you don't know, they're dating. So
no, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, while you guys were having your 10 out of 10 weekends, you know, Harsh and I were getting real close with each other. I don't think, was it the same weekend? No, it was the weekend before, Harsha, right? Where you came over?
Yeah, weekend before.
Yeah, the weekend before, you know, I guess anytime we're supposed to like hang out, like me and Harsha and Amruta, and last time it was Haran, like somebody just gets sick the day before. So that happened. And then you know, we have this bet going on that since Haran left and since he comes back for the wedding, that Harsha and I won't hang out under 3.5 times. I think we're at 2 right now.
We're at 2.
3 tomorrow.
I'm not counting it.
Wait, why?
How long is your hangout going to be?
How long does it have to be?
You can't just do it to be.
Wait. How long are you spending? How long are you going to spend it at Christian's?
At least 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I would say at least 31 minutes got to be.
But we're getting dinner though, or I'm gonna get food. We're doing something.
Then
were you guys
at least
getting
3
food?
hours, I would say.
We're
3
gonna
hours.
figure it out.
What are
We
you
have
going
a
to do
lot-
in 30 minutes? You
Yeah.
can't even have a real conversation in 30 minutes.
I actually won't. I would not count 30 minutes, but that's the biggest
We're
cap
getting
every call.
a meal. We're gonna have some Grey Goose. Like it'll be fun.
Zeus to me. Anyway, so Harsh and I are trying to, and this doesn't include playing ball. That has also to be said, because you know, but if it was by that, we'd have this shit over with. I think. Anyway, so my point is in saying that is that I was trying to get our numbers up because like I still wanted to hang out with him that weekend, but basically this dude's busy all the fucking time. So I knew he had plans to go do something else anyway with our friend Saket, who's been on a couple times. They were going to go to a Guardians Nationals baseball game. And if you don't know what those 3 words mean in a row, then just like tune out for the next like 30 seconds. They basically on a Saturday, they were going to like go to like a bar beforehand, I think, and then go to the baseball game and then go to a bar afterwards or something like that. Something along those lines. I just ruined their pre-plans. I was like, hey, yo, just come here instead. Because like technically it's on the way. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's on the way to DC. So I picked him up from the metro, drove him back here. Some crazy shit has happened, which I think I have told you guys before. But so when Tarun left to move to New York, right before he left, he bought this bottle of Grey Goose. I somehow had it. Like, Amruta just...
I gave it.
Yeah, but it was at Amruta's, and then she brought it here, and then it just stayed here. I don't know.
But
anyway.
Happy birthday.
So, what? Anyway. We were going to make lemon drops. So I poured probably about like 4 shots of vodka into a glass. And you know the sound that ice makes when you drop like ice into warm water?
Yeah.
You hear that like crackling sound. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I heard that sound, but I had just poured the vodka into the glass. And so I was like, oh, maybe there's something like underneath the glass. So I pick up the glass from like the top, and then I lift it up, and then all of the vodka just comes pouring out of the bottom. Like the bottom is still on the counter, but I lift up all the sides of the glass just like at once. And so it like made a clean cut at the bottom.
That's crazy.
So wait, where did you get the glass? Was it from your cupboard or from the dishwasher?
My cupboard. I mean, yeah, it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's some
kind of
voodoo magic. Anyway,
shit.
So the
yeah, what's the thermodynamics in that shit, Haran?
Dude, I don't even fucking know. That's normal temperature glass. What the hell?
Yeah,
it's 72 degrees in here, man. Anyway, this is all like not important to the story. I'm just saying that the hangout started off rough. But yeah, pretty much me and Sakit and Harsha just kind of hung out for like, what'd you say, like an hour and a half or so.
Is that good enough for you, Haran? An hour and a half?
That is good enough, yeah.
Even that's pretty light, but I'll give it to you.
We had some drinks.
I was picturing at least like 2-hour hangouts. I mean, that we literally
also
like an
Harsha,
average of like 4 hours.
The timing got pushed back because they left late. I will say that.
But they could have left later. Because they didn't get rain delayed or something.
Yeah, that is true. So I picked them up, brought them back here, and then they lifted to DC to like go early to the game. Harsha, take it from here.
Yeah, it was actually my first Nats game since I moved to Virginia, or I mean, ever. So it was cool.
Yeah, you actually went to hell in Nats game when you was living in Cleveland.
They're probably in Montreal, yeah, I went to the bullpen, which is like the outdoor like bar thing where people go before the game. And then we get to the stadium and like it starts to, we had a feeling it was going to rain. Like we checked the weather and then we're like, it's fine. Like 30% chance or whatever. Then like right when it was supposed to start at 4 and it just started pouring. So everyone just like underneath like the covering. And so we just used the time to drink more. And it's kind of cool. They had these like, basically these juice pouches, transparent juice pouches of like different types of cocktails, alcohol, like frozen margs and stuff. So it's pretty yummy stuff. And so we got these things and we're standing and they're just old guy by himself. And then we just like started a conversation with him and he was like, yeah, like I'm actually from Ohio. And I was like, no way, me too. And then I was like, where? And he was like, Youngstown, which is like a city an hour from Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, no way, I was born there. And then we just talked about Youngstown. But the thing is, I only remember things about Youngstown. I was like 7. So like, it was hard for me to hold a conversation. But I did. It was pretty cool to meet something like that. And he was like, yeah, like I was there when we blew the World Series. I was there when the Cavs won, blah, 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 all that stuff. So it was cool to meet somebody like that, I guess.
Were there a lot of Guardians fans there?
Yeah, there were. There were a good amount. And then... Yeah, so the rain delay was 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is like terrible timing.
1 hour and 45?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to start at 4. It started at 5:45.
Dude, like they got there. Harsha told me he got there, and then I took a nap. I woke up and they were still in the rain delay.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible. So,
damn, you guys pre-gamed at like 3?
Earlier, bro. It was like I picked them up from the metro at like. What 12:45?
Absolute degen, bro.
That's lit, bro. That's lit. I wish I was there.
And then so we just like had nothing to do. We were in the stadium, so we just like kept drinking. I got a free bobblehead which is kind of weird because it was like Jackie Robinson Day, and they just gave a bobblehead of a black guy that wasn't even playing that day. So like, yeah.
Wait, why is that weird? Why is that weird?
Because it's just like
lazy,
pandering or something lazy. Like
it was not a real attempt.
Yeah. Finally, the game started. So the original plan was like watch the game from 4 to like 6-ish and leave around the 7th, 8th inning and watch like this Cavs Knicks game. The bar
yes,
nearby.
sir.
Yes, sir. So like we still did that, but we watched like half the baseball game and then went, which is like fine. Our seats are pretty good. We're like 2 rows from the front. We were row B, so we're in pretty nice seats in the outfield. Yeah, so I think Nats Park is good. I'd go back again, hopefully when the weather's better.
For a Nats game or Guardians game again?
Sorry, Guardians, Nats. So next year, won't be going anytime soon. I think baseball's fine. I think it's fine to watch in person. It's more like an experience thing rather than like watching the game itself.
I agree.
I think the problem here was that we didn't get any food. So then we went to this bar and met up with Sakit's friend and had a couple more drinks, and like the game was over and I was pretty upset. And then
oh my god,
wait,
dude.
You didn't eat at all in this period from like 12:45? You just drank from 12:45 to like 7?
Yeah,
dude.
Oh my god.
No, it was like 8 hours.
Yeah,
that is nuts, bro.
But we had like 7 drinks in 8 hours.
Yeah, I get that is not that nuts, but the fact that you didn't eat anything.
Wait, Christian, why didn't you go to the game?
First of all, it was a little like Harsha had been like trying to rope me into going to the game, but like I don't know. I had basically had to buy clothes for Harsha's wedding, and I dropped like $500 on it. So I was like, any expenses I can like avoid, like
would be nice.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
But Harsha said that he was like upset after the game. Dude, I've never heard this dude text me some of this shit he texted me.
Wait, the Guardians won though.
No, yeah, after the basketball game.
Wait, what game? What game, Harsha?
Oh yeah, sorry. It was like the preseason, like fake stuff.
Okay.
Fake stuff.
Anyway,
the Knicks are fucking here, baby.
Okay, by the time this episode comes out, they might be out still.
Nah, they're still here, baby. We're going to the fucking finals.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Harsha texted me at 8:56 p.m. I want to kill myself. We fucking suck. I want to kill myself. I'm gonna die.
Wait, were you responding or you just?
Yeah. And I said, bro, relax. He said, I'm sneezing. I'll go home. When are we recording? Like a podcast. And then this was when I knew Harsha was gone and I'm talking to somebody else. Is it after Ritzaraya Tuesday? I said it's Wednesday.
A normal sentence.
And then he, in between that like time too, he called me like Ayo, do you want to still come? The second time he was like, Ayo, do you want to still come? And I was like, no, I don't think so. He's like, all right, yeah, we're leaving. I was like, wait, so if I wanted to go,
yeah, no, if you were coming, we would have stayed.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
But yeah, that was funny for me because I was on the phone with somebody else at the time. I was like, yo, I gotta pick up this call because like this dude, I know he's not okay. Like thankfully I had his location, so like I knew that like wherever he was, like he was gonna be all right. But yeah, that was kind of funny in hindsight.
Yeah, so I started getting drunk like towards the end of the game, and then I just got super upset, which wasn't good. And then we decided to go home. I asked Saket, I was like, yeah, you want to get some food before we go home? Because like I was kind of hungry.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, man. Like let's just go home and eat at home. And I was like, oh, okay, fine.
You could have gone get food anyway.
Yeah, but like.
Oh, you're a caring guy.
Too. And I was like, oh yeah, if he wants to go, I don't want to hold him back. Like we can go home. It's gonna take a while for us to get home anyway. So like maybe we just go.
So Saket didn't want to eat after drinking. Makes sense.
And then we went home on the metro, and if whoever had to clean up things on the way from the Silver Line, like all the way from like wherever we got on,
I did not know
to
this.
Ashburn, I apologize.
You yacked on the subway?
On behalf of somebody else that was happening on the metro. Just
Saket yacked on the subway?
No, he didn't. Just somebody happened to yak on the metro, yeah.
Dude, shut up, dude.
That's
That's so crazy. I never thought you would yak on the subway.
No, I didn't. To be clear, I didn't, but somebody did that I saw, and like it wasn't on the metro. It was just like in between each stop.
Wait, did they do it like on the platform or in the rail thing?
Platform.
Okay,
I think I don't know where this person them did it. and at like literally like, every other Silver Line stop, he would get out, throw up, and come back in, and he would just like be like sleeping, and like he was pretty bad until we got to Ashburn.
Fucking hell.
So, but yeah, that happened. And like there was other people on our car too that were just watching all this.
Oh my god! Did anyone switch cars?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, we also would like to apologize to you guys for listening to an entire episode. However, you've done it. You made it to the end. We've run out of things to say. For those who eagerly listen to this podcast, we will not be meeting like all four of us like in real time again until like maybe a month and like 6 or 7 weeks from now. So to look forward to.
Thank God.
Shut up. I have already had my solo out, which has not been recorded. I think, we may switch up the order of operations. Tarun may have his solo out by now. If not, it'll come out in 2 weeks, and then Haran's will be out in 4 weeks. So look forward to those things. I guess we never really touched on that they were coming out, but surprise. Yeah, and then we'll probably get started with summer sessions soon after Haran's done with his solo, maybe, around then. But, in real time, that's like 8 weeks away. So don't knock us for, yeah. But yeah, we appreciate you guys listening to all of this episode. If you want to catch all of our episodes, make sure to check out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, I think it's called, Amazon Podcasts, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast from.
What's the accent? Hey, you're getting dangerous here.
If you want to check us out on Instagram, at An Interesting Discussion, we got tons of posts over there. Crazy. We got like 300-400 posts over there. We're going ham on Instagram. Bars. We can see all of our guest posts. We got some snippets over there. We got, tons of fun stuff going on, especially during summer sessions. So, if that shit starts up soon, make sure to check us out over there. But other than that, yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed. Congratulations to Harsha. This will be your last Bachelor Man episode.
Woo!
Can't wait to.
Boo.
Can't wait to check in after you have officially wedded. Yeah. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.